on, guys? Jamie here. Welcome to the first ever video on this channel. I'm so excited to make this new channel for y'all. I'm just a car YouTuber, well, hopefully, but I want to make this YouTube channel just to show off anything and everything car related. So whatever it is, well, if it has a motor under the hood, you're gonna see it on this channel. So, but really what this video is gonna be about is I just bought a vehicle last week, and it is not just any regular vehicle. This is a very special one, and I hope to hopefully make some money on it. So without further ado, I'm going to show it to you right now. So what this is a 2023 Chrysler 300C. I almost said Dodge, but no, this is a Chrysler 300C. So the special thing about this car is that Chrysler only made 2,000 for America and 200 for Canada. And the reason why they did this is, so back in 2015, the Dodge brand, which is owned by Chrysler, decided to make the RTs, the Scat Packs, and the Hellcats, and a few other variations of those cars. But so Chrysler decided, well, since this is the last year that Dodge will be making those cars, it is 2023, and sadly it appears that Dodge will be going electric. But anyway, so Chrysler decided, well, to top it all off, what we're going to do is, instead of throwing the Hellcat motor in this car, which would have been pretty cool, they decided to put the 6.4 392 motor in it. So if you don't know, it's the Scat Pack motor. 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. And just by looking at this car, you wouldn't really tell that it is anything different aside from like maybe the 300S, because those have the 5.7 V8s in them. But if you're a car guy like me, you will know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the difference in the regular 300s and 300Ss versus the 300C. And we're going to go on a quick little test drive in it, and I'm going to tell you what I think about this car, because I just bought it last week and only has 230 something miles on it. I'm going to hold on to it and hopefully turn this into an investment. But without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. So if you look right here, these Brembo brakes, you will not find these on anything other than the Chrysler 300C. And also it has the Scat Pack wheels right here, as you can tell, but these are 6-piston Brembo brakes, I believe. And trust me, these things do stop you on a dime. I do own a daily driver. It is a Scat Pack, so I do know how these feel. So you have 4 pistons back here as well, and the Scat Pack wheels, of course. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the back. And as you can see, this car does have dual tips. I'm gonna give it a little rev. Take a listen. And then, if you look right here, you do have the 300C badge. Yeah, you can see it right there. It is blacked out. Usually you wouldn't find that on any other car, I don't think, on the regular 300 and 300Ss. And if you look around here, the wheels are also Scat Pack wheels as well with the Brembos. And if you go to the front, I think aside from the lip, you can't really tell a difference versus the regular 300 and 300S. And then to top it all off right here, you do have the throwback from the early 1970s, the 300C badge in the red, white, and blue. So we're going to pop the hood real quick, and I'm going to show you the motor. So we're going to pop the hood with one hand. Let's see if I can do this. And there she is, the 6.4 liter, 485 horsepower Hemi motor. Best V8 motors I believe was ever produced. Dodge has done everything right with these vehicles, including Chrysler, because they are owned by Chrysler. But this engine right here is beautiful. It's naturally aspirated. You don't need forced induction to be fast, in my opinion. And this is not something you would normally find in a Chrysler 300. I mean, come on, guys, this is amazing. I like being different. Every car I've ever owned there's something different about it, and this is just in my opinion, the best vehicle I've ever owned as far as just the difference in it. It only made 2,200 of these vehicles, and I can't believe I'm able to say I'm an owner of one. So there's the motor right there. What we're going to do is we're going to go inside, and then after that, we're going to go on a quick little test drive. I'm going to close that up for you, and let's check out the inside of this thing. So really the only difference as far as the inside is you do have the Laguna leather Hellcat seats right here, and it do say 300C on the back right there. And then you also have some carbon fiber in the center console and on around the radio. But other than that, I mean, this car is what it normally would look like. there's nothing really different about the inside aside from the seats and the center console. So we're going to step inside, and you do have the 160 on the dash. I mean, I feel like this car can do more than that. But like I said, here we got the carbon fiber right here, and then we got the nice little Laguna leather seats right there. So without further ado, we're gonna go on a quick test drive, and I'm gonna tell you all about this car and what I think about it, and then I'm gonna give it, I guess, my own little version of a score. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, so driving the Chrysler 300C, and to be honest, is a whole lot more smoother than driving what you would be a Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger. This thing is like driving a Mercedes S-Class, to be honest. If you want to be completely honest, that is literally how it feels. But other than that, I mean, it obviously doesn't feel like you're driving a Challenger or Charger, because, you know, it's not only doesn't have the looks of one, but it also just, like I said, is very pillowy on the road. But other than that, so I already told you a little bit about it. So back in 2015, Dodge decided to be the king as far as muscle cars. So they dropped the RT, which is the base V8, which makes about 375 horsepower. I own a couple of RT Chargers, and then the next step up would be the 392 Scat Pack, which had 485 horsepower, and then after that they have the 6.2 liter Hellcat motor, which is a supercharged Hemi V8, makes about 707, 717 horsepower depending on the year. So they were doing that since 2015, and then 2023 they decided to disband all of those. So they're making the last call motors, or the last call versions. So if you open up the hood, you'll see the last call plaque. So that was Dodge version of getting rid of the lineup, and Chrysler decided, well, we're just going to stick the Scat Pack motor in the Chrysler 300. So I'm going to give it a quick push real quick. Oh man, that's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you, you'll never get used to that 392 motor right there. But what's the coolest part to me is the fact that I can go up to my friends or family and say, hey, look at this new car I got, and they're like, what? You got a Chrysler 300? And I'm like, it's not what you think. It's when I showed my dad for the first time, I pulled up in the driveway and I went inside and I got him. I said, Dad, guess what? Come check out this new car I got, and you're gonna love it. He's like, okay. So we walk out the door. The first thing he said was, you got a grandma's car? I'm like, grandma's car? He's like, yeah, look at it. I'm like, don't let the looks deceive you, because it's not exactly what you think it is. And then I popped the hood and he loved it. He realized it's the same motor in my Challenger. I have that's my daily driver. He's like, oh, okay, now this is cool. You got the pretty cool car right there. Everybody, that concludes this video on my new Chrysler 300C. As you can see right there, she's in the garage right here, back in her crate. And I just want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. I know it may not be the best setup in the world. Just kind of bear with me. I'm new to this YouTube stuff. I want to get everything looking right for y'all. But I want to just thank y'all for taking the time out to watch my first video on this channel. I want to show what's to come right here. That's my daily driver. You'll see her in the next video right there. And but without further ado, thank y'all for coming out and watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.